Thank you.
Even before starting officially, I just want to present Tufe and Cristalia. Tufe is the project coordinator of DigiWind, and we are here today with them to clarify any question, any doubt, give a little bit more information about the DTU Open Call that is currently running within the DigiWind project. So, Cristalia and Tufe, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much. So I will start with talking a little bit about DigiWind, and then we're going to go into details for the, open call itself, fee waivers itself, and then we will open the floor for the questions. So let's see. I will try to share my screen here.
I would like also to say, if anyone has any question in the meantime, feel free to drop it in the chat and then we will address it at the end of the presentation.
Can you guys see the screen okay?
Yes, perfectly.
All right, great. So then I will start. Welcome for our first webinars about the open calls for DTU as a part of DigiWind Project. So DigiWind is our relatively young project. It's only 1.5 years old out of its 4-year lifetime. So within DigiWind, we are considering, well, it is not a research project. It is actually more education, teaching, skilling project. And as the name implies, it's a lot about digitalization and wind and how they come together. So for our project, we will have, let me see. How did it go? Like this. Yes, there we go. Right. So I am Tufe Göçmen, senior researcher here in DTU Wind and Energy Systems. Me and Cristalia, we're both located at the research campus. So this is also the majority of our department. In total, DTU Wind and Energy Systems are about 400 people. There is about 400 of us looking at wind and renewable energy systems problems. And we have this campus in Riesa, where majority of the researchers are, but we're also very much represented in the Lyngby campus, where the master's typically takes place. So as a student of DTU Wind or DTU Sustainable Energy, a lot of your time is actually spent on Lyngby campus, which is a little bit north of Copenhagen. So Cristalia, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, hello to everyone and welcome to our first webinar on the DTU Open Call. My name is Cristalia Dimitriadou. I'm a researcher here at DTU Wind and Energy Systems in the Riesa campus, and I will follow after Tufe to give a little bit more details about the Open Call to you.
So what is DigiWind about? So DigiWind is a 4-year project, as we said, and it is funded under Digital Europe program. So that's a little bit like Horizon Europe. You might have heard about this, but it is a separate framework called Digital Europe program. And within Digital Europe program, we are very much having the ambition of digitalizing, increasing the digital literacy of our sector in general. So apart from DTU, we have 4 other universities that is a part of DigiWind, and that will be Technical University of Shannon, who also have introduced an open call, scholarship and fee waivers. We also have TU Delft from the Netherlands as a part of this list. Unfortunately, they will not be offering any open calls under DigiWind. However, NTNU from Norway, also a part of DigiWind, they will be offering also very soon open calls and fee waivers, especially for non-EU students, again, under Digital Europe program. List of nationalities you probably have seen already. Apart from the universities, we also have some companies that are very focused on skilling and education space, and you can see them up where they're located. In DigiWind, we are looking into 3 different learning pathways, and Master of Science, which is these open calls are about, is one of them, and we will be talking about mostly that today. But apart from the MSCs, we also have online masters. DTU Wind has been running an online master in Wind for about 5 to 6 years now. That's also within the framework of DigiWind. And on top of that, we also have lifelong learning modules. So these are a little bit smaller bite-sized courses, typically for industry. So this is what DigiWind looks like, for example, for our masters in DTU. What do we mean by having digitalization in Wind? We actually talk about a new specialization here. Let me walk you through this graph. I hope you can see my little cursor here. So what happens, for example, if you take an electrical specialization in Masters of Wind, you are a bachelor graduate, you apply for DTU Wind Masters, and then during your master story, you start with general wind energy competence courses. These are basically mandatory courses. Then you have the electrical engineering offered to the learner. So these are elective, technical elective courses. And then you have the choice of range of courses up to 30 ECTS. So approximately 6 courses, 4 to 5 courses that you take from the specialization, and then you become, you take your diploma that says MSc in wind energy completed with, for example, electrical specialization. We're following the same structure for digital specialization over here, the one in the darker color in the figure. So you're coming as a bachelor graduate, then you have this pool of courses, which I will show in a second, that you can choose from. And among those courses, you need to complete 30 ECTS if you want to have digital specialization written in your diploma. And this is one of the prerequisites of this fee waiver. So when you're awarded the fee waiver, you are expected to follow the digital specialization under wind energy. And we have similar specialization structures, sustainable energy programs as well. In DTU, sustainable energy is twofold. Crystal will talk about that a little bit more. We have sustainable energy technology and sustainable energy systems. They both have wind and digitalization specializations under them as well. These are the courses I was talking about if you're to follow digital specialization, for example, in wind energy. So we have the new courses that started already last semester. A lot of them are coming also this semester. First one is scientific programming in wind energy. We refer to it as PVEC course. This is where we teach Python. The second one is high performance computing for wind. This is where you use cluster, maybe first time in your life or another experience, using the cluster that is located in DTU Compute, another department. Then we have cyber physical resilience of power systems, very interesting course also. And then systems engineering for wind energy. These are the 4 new courses that you can choose from. Then we have the ongoing courses, very popular courses that's already taken place in DTU Wind Energy, and we are enhancing them to include a bit more digital skills in the content, as well as the delivery of the course. All of those courses are running in hybrid format, meaning you can be there in person in the class. You can also take a couple of modules at least online. So you can see the list of courses here. Again, you're expected to take 30 CTS in total from this pool of courses. There we go.
Yes, and here is where the interesting part comes, because we have launched an open call for applications. We offer 4 fee waivers, 30,000 euros each. This covers your full master studies. And then you have to select one of the 3 masters that we have. We have a Master of Science in Wind Energy, and we have a Master of Science with 2 directions, one in Sustainable Energy Systems and one in Sustainable Energy Technologies. So the open call timeline is actually where we are right now. You can apply for a fee waiver for your studies. The call is already open since the 15th of August, and we close on the 15th of October at 5 Central European Summer Time. Then this coincides with the DTU Master Application period, which means that while you are doing your application to become a master student at DTU, you will do also your application for a fee waiver if you're eligible. But you need to be cautious around this, because in order for your application to be considered for a fee waiver, you need first to be admitted to the DTU Master Program, one of the 3 I mentioned before. The evaluation period comes mid-October until the 22nd, where we will go through the list of participants that have applied for the position. We will announce which students are receiving a fee waiver on the 23rd of October, and then you can enroll to the program on 1st of November. And of course, your studies will start at the spring semester on the 1st of February 2026. And a little bit here, so you can follow this link to apply directly to the open call, and I will now show to you how it looks like. So this link will lead you here, where you can click the apply now and start your application for the open call. As you see, I have just shown you what we offer and the line of studies we have for the fee waivers. Now, to the more detailed part of it. Who can apply? Passport holders from countries Albania, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Kosovo, Moldova, Montenegro, North Macedonia, Serbia, Turkey, and Ukraine are only eligible for the DigiWind fee waiver. your academic background as a bachelor student, you need to have completed a Bachelor of Science in Engineering, a Bachelor of Engineering, or a Bachelor in Natural Science from an international recognized university. You need to be competent in English and have a proof of your competency. It's either IELTS Academic with a score of 6.5 or a TOEFL IBT with a score of 88, or the Cambridge English C1 Advanced Proficiency CPE. The fee waivers, and this is very important, is only intended for students that will admitted to the spring semester that is coming, only to new students that are currently applying. And of course, you need to provide us with a personal statement that emphasizes your motivation to follow digital skills courses, which of the courses you are most interested in, and your academic achievements. How the program of your studies will look like. Well, you choose either between Masters in Wind Energy or Masters in Sustainable Energy, either of two directions, as I mentioned before. Your studies cover 2 years, and in total are 120 ECTS points. As Tufa mentioned before, 30 out of 120 ECTS points has to be in digitalization. It's the only way so you can be eligible for a fee waiver. The focus is high-quality wind energy education, hybrid learning, capacity building in digitalization and system integration, to foster diversity, and of course, to strengthen global partnerships. And during your studies, you will meet a very innovative, research-based and industry-related learning environment, which will give you access to world-class laboratories. The timeline is the same as I mentioned before. How you will apply? Well, you need to get started from the F6S platform. This is our colleagues that have prepared these nice graphics for us and the platform for your applications. You just click here, and then you have to read the guidelines for applicants, which is actually a very detailed book on how to prepare your documentation and your application. I will show to you how these guidelines look. So this is the guideline for applicants. Here you will be able to find all the information you need, an introduction about our project, what is the DigiWind team, what is the DTU Open Call, what we offer, and the tuition fee waiver. The requirements that you have to follow is more or less the same things you will find on the website, but very detailed. Please go very thoroughly through this guidelines, because this will secure your place as an eligible candidate for a fee waiver. And then I will show you a little bit where the link of application will guide you. So either you click here up, apply now, or you can go here and apply through this link. Both of them will lead you to this web page, where here you can start your application and provide us all the documents that the user's guide, the open call guide, is directing you to do. So to go back to our presentation, I would like you to have a look about our two lovely campuses here in Denmark. In this picture here, we have the DTU Riso campus. It is located outside Copenhagen, near the small city of Roskilde. And part of your studies are gonna located here, the digital part, which we are very excited about. And of course, as Tufa mentioned, most of the studies are conducted in the Ljungby campus. And here is a map of the Ljungby campus itself. So you will be able to experience a program that will be covered in two campuses, one in the north of Copenhagen and another one outside. But what DigiWind offers is that you will be able to have courses online, digital. This is the new idea. And here we have summarized some useful links for you. As I said before, which links you can follow to create your fee waiver application. If you want to have a look about the DTU University, the Technical University of Denmark, and our department, the DTU Wind Energy Systems here. And of course, all of your questions regarding the DTU Open Call, you can send it in those two emails, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. So I think this is more or less from our side, and here we're open for questions.
We already have one question.
Go for it.
So let's see it. Is there an opportunity for aeronautical engineering graduates? Can I apply with a bachelor from aeronautical engineering?
Of course, I'm an aerospace engineer myself. You're more than welcome to.
Great. If anyone has any questions, you may drop it in the chat or on our Q&A section. Here is another one. So, is CGPA important for the application?
CGPA?
What is CGPA stands for?
Let's see.
Tell us, Furkan, what it might be. Are you talking about the grades? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, overall grades.
Yeah, the overall grade.
Yes, it is for the DTU side, definitely. So in order to get acceptance from the masters, there's already requirements for the minimum grade, and of course, the higher grade you have would affect also the evaluation criteria for DigiWind. So we're expecting high performance, maybe not necessarily excellency, but high performance in the academic career so far in curriculum. But we don't necessarily have a minimum.
Great, thank you, Tufa. Another one is, I would like to apply for the autumn semester of 2026. Will the same funding program be available of that term?
Yes.
Definitely. This is particularly for the ones starting in February, though. So I would suggest, Artem, maybe you wait a little bit and then watch for the open call coming for the next semester.
Great, that's excellent news. Let's see if we have any other question in the chat in the meantime. Well, I don't think we will have any more questions. I don't know if Tufa Cristaldo would like to wrap up or say a little conclusion of this first info webinar and maybe even give the details for the next one.
Exactly. So thanks a lot for attending once again, and thanks for your questions. Again, if you think of something else and feel like, oh, shoot, I forgot to ask that, you have the email addresses, you know how to reach to us. You can also write through LinkedIn as well, if that's also where you saw the announcement for the webinars. So this was the first one. Perhaps you haven't started your applications yet. Perhaps you just wanted to see what it looks like for this first one. Very understandable given the timeline.
Yeah, of course.
But maybe for the next one, you will attend again, because maybe by that time you will actually have opened the documents and start filling them in, and maybe you would have very sort of technical, detailed questions. We're also open for that in the next time. So we're looking forward to see you again in 2nd of October.
Yes.
Another hour, and maybe you will have a little bit more colleagues joining you for the Q&A sessions.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Tufa and Cristalli, for this info webinar.
Thank you so much.
Every question for us. Not, you always have our info email to drop your questions, doubts. We will clarify it as soon as possible, and always take advantage of our second info webinar. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
And a lovely day to all of you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.